Shaw's fiber's down and all TELUS fiber's down. CPR's shut down. The radio system or CP's down.
Just a basic scenario. What do you think happened here?
There's a Columbia Electric truck come through here with a boom up, I believe.
I see. So lots of lines down, lots of work.
Everything's down. Yeah, it should be midnight at least.
So Hydro's got to deal with.
We're gonna put a new pole there, a new pole there, and a new pole there. 3 new poles before we can start.
You can't see it from here, but there's a pole over there that's 2/3 ripped. It's just hanging on by a thread.
Really?
Yeah. See what they're putting in there right now?
Mm-hmm.
There's a pole over there that's been shattered. So it's in pieces on the ground. So right about where you see the little bit on the hydro, the little bit of stuff there, that's where the insulator used to be. So.
Yes, I don't know. That's
Say your name and spell your name for me.
Hi, I'm Dylan Griffiths, DYLAN GRIFFITHS from DSG Communications.
Dylan, what's happened here today?
A boom truck has taken power and communication cables down on the highway. So I'm actually a contractor for Shaw Cables, and we've come to do fiber repair for Shaw.
See,
on the highway here.
I'm looking behind me here. There's a pole that Hydro is replacing a pole in the field here. Now, is that essentially where the accident happened?
Yeah, there was a cable running across the highway here, so it's taken the pole out here. So they'll have to replace 3, possibly 4 poles.
So in the midst of things, it's really caused a lot of havoc in the Jaffrey-Galloway Bull River area. Apparently there's no 911 service. There's pretty much all the landlines are down.
That's right.
And there's no way for anybody to connect into Cranbrook or anywhere for that matter by cell phone.
No, that's correct.
So this is a serious problem.
It is, yeah. And I'm sorry, I've got to answer this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alan? Yeah. Sorry, I got to cut you short.
Yeah. just read something really quick.
Okay.
You know, and giving the gravity of just what we're experiencing here, I mean, this is really quite a serious problem.
Yes, it is. It's very serious. So we need to get customers backed up as soon as we can.
Okay. Thank you very much. How many of these poles you got to put up today?
Oh, we got to put up two poles today and one get next week.
Given the gravity of the situation here with all the communications down, do you think it'll be up by midnight or?
Power will be back on by midnight. I'm not sure about the Shaw and the TELUS though. They've got fiber running down here, so it may take a while.
Yeah. My understanding is there's really no 911 service in the Galloway, Jaffrey, Bull River area.
It's quite possible, but you'd have to talk to TELUS to find out for sure. Shaw.
So you've got your work cut out.
Well, it'll take us a while here. I'd say we'll probably be here for another 4 or 5 hours, and then TELUS and Shaw be here a little longer than that.
Okay. Thank you. Just a little bit of housekeeping stuff here, Dave. Just say your name and spell your name for me, and you're the chief here. I need you to say that.
Dave Boreen, Fire Chief for Jaffrey Baines Lake Fire Departments, VOREEN.
Dave, a very serious issue on the highway today. A boom truck took down several power poles and several lines, internet cable, telephone, and it's caused some issues in the Jaffrey, Baines Lake, Bull River, and even upwards towards Elkford problems.
That's what I understand as well. I don't know officially for anything on that of myself, but everything that I've tried here points to that direction. Our landlines aren't able to phone out to Cranbrook or outside of our area. They're able to phone locally, but not outside of our area. Cell phones are working. I've talked with Cranbrook Fire Dispatch using our cell phones. I've talked to BC Ambulance Dispatch up in Kamloops using cell phones, and that all seems to be working for us on that end. So the biggest problem that we have right now is the general public not able to call 911 using their landline telephones, only with cell phones.
It's interesting for me when I spoke with somebody today who knew about the problem, tried to get a hold of TELUS, phoned through to TELUS, and they said, well, we haven't had any calls. You're the first call, so there can't really be a problem out
Those
there.
are right. No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard any of that. So it's funny how that works sometimes. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just in the light of somebody locally here not being able to get through to 911, that's just maybe tell me how serious a problem this is going to be.
It could potentially be a very serious problem. Being a rural community and older community, a lot of the people don't have cell phones in our area. Self-service has improved with the new cell tower on Sheep Mountain. So service has improved. Yeah, so potentially there is potential for problems there. People not able to phone 911, call for help.
Knowing what you know now, I'm wondering if there might be some contingency plans in the future, like for a backup in the event that this happens again.
I don't know what.
Yeah, that's maybe not a fair
See,
question.
it's deja vu almost, because a couple of years ago the same thing happened outside of Jaffrey here on Riziki Road, where the fiber was cut and they ran into the same problems. TELUS without the loop. I'm not sure of 100% of the details myself either, so I wouldn't even want to comment on that.
Just thinking ahead to where we have sat phones now, and I'm wondering if there was a community sat phone and locals could know if they had a medical emergency in this situation. But they wouldn't even really know there's a problem unless they, they hear it on the air.
No, that's right. They wouldn't know that there's a problem. There's social networking we could look at. We could look at doing some social networking, but how many people, if they don't have cell phones, they probably aren't on Facebook either, or other social network devices either. So I think cell phones have come a long ways. They spread out more in the communities now, more than they used to be. I know even my 78-year-old father-in-law, he's got a cell phone now, and at one time that was something that he wasn't even considering at one time, but he's got one now. So
just checking to make sure that it's still, is it still working?
It's still,
it's still going.
Still light on there. Yep.
Excellent. This really is the big problem. If we had something happening like right now, and somebody was trying to get a hold of an ambulance or 911, they'd be really out of luck, wouldn't they?
They would be. There's no doubt about that. If they're trying to phone 911, and if that's the only number they know to phone, if they don't know other people that know how to get a hold of the firefighters or the fire department through private numbers, they'd be out of luck.
Do you think there might be something proactive you can do with TELUS to have some sort of a backup plan in place for not just your community, but maybe it could be a model for all communities of this size?
Yeah, I'm not really sure of that. Like, that's above my level probably. I'm sure we'll be sitting at the table again here. I've talked to the emergency program coordinator for our area just recently, and she wasn't aware of the full extent of the problem, but she is now. So she's going to be checking into this as well. So.
Okay. So the last person I talked to on the scene out there, a fellow from Hydro, and he said 5 hours.
For them, probably.
Yeah, to get 2 poles up.
Yeah.
And they got way more than 2 poles, at least 4.
And I think the last time when they cut the fiber optics there on Riziki Road, it was quite some time before they had it in. I'm not sure the extent of the damage up there, what's damaged, or, but I'm just speculating. You saw it, I didn't.
Well, just the poles are only half the problem. You got
Yeah.
to get all those splices done and all
All
those
those
pairs,
splices and specialized work, specialized people to do that work too.
Yeah, well, anyway, anything else you want to say about this here situation that we have find ourselves in here in Jaffrey today, Dave?
Other than if anybody's watching this, you know, they can call the office number here, the administration number. We'll forward it to my cell phone if they have an emergency. But they should be able to phone locally with their landlines. So our office administration number here is 250-429-3133, and we'll forward that directly to my cell phone. Then we can go from there.
Phone the office, and then that would be forwarded to your cell phone.
That's right.
And then you can phone the authorities to get an ambulance or a fire truck or
That's right.
something rolling here.
Yep.
And that number again for people to call?
250-429-3133.
Great. Thanks very much, Dave.